Hey, so I'm in Tennessee for a Kids Matters MegaCon conference, and it's been so exciting. It's been a little crazy. So after 17 years of serving in Brazil, where the resources were basically Pinterest, when Pinterest was around the past 5-10 years, when I could get on the internet, when I could get the resources, and whatever else my brain could come up with and create was the resources we had for church, for Living Stones. And this is so many things. Oh, I guess like all the things, all the people working on all the things to create incredible resources for children. And it's like a fire hose sprayed in your face. It's amazing. I am so grateful to be here for World Renewal. I'm working with Jennifer, our new children's advocate, to just really brainstorm and come up with ways that we can better serve the churches in the United States and around the world, and the children, especially the children's sponsorships locations in 7 countries that we work with right now. What kind of resources can we take and be able to provide for them in an easy manner? I remember I just felt so alone a lot of times in Brazil with I have all of these kids. I have so many amazing, wonderful truths I want to share with them. How can I creatively do that? So if we can get some things, put them together to share with our leaders around the world, how awesome would that be? So breakout number 1 was talking about sharing Jesus in an Insta story world, and the importance of not just sharing a Bible story as like a portrait, a one and done and move on, but as a window that when you get closer, it's continually growing and you're learning more about it, and you're being invited into a larger story that continues and grows and includes you in the story. The second breakout session was 3 lies that mothers believe, and fathers too, I'm sure, but it was mostly women in there. The first one was that you can or you can't control what your children believe. And the point isn't about control. God doesn't control us. He invites us. And the second lie was that my child is too young to talk about fill in the blank. And she was just like, if you haven't talked to your kids about sex at 9 years old, it's too late. I mean, it's not too late. You're not done, but it's like, you should be having that conversation. You should be working towards that. And she was just like, if you are having an area of your life that you are not living in freedom, then you probably aren't talking to your kid about that. And if you're not talking to your kid about that, you're going to pass on that trauma, that wound. And so it's our opportunity as parents to find those things, to dig them out, to bring them before the Lord, to find the truth, and to share that, be able to work through that in our own lives, to share that with our children. Break those cycles, those generational cycles. So important. The third lie was my child won't be affected by fill in the blank. And just realizing that we just don't know what comes up and doesn't come up, and we need to be honest and open and look at our children not with rose-colored glasses, but in reality. So day 2 of MegaCon, the opening speaker was talking about going from kids ministry to kids discipleship, going from attractiveness to formation. And I just love that focus, and change of wording is so powerful. I went to breakouts mostly about technology for children, since I'm head of publications, trying to figure out ways to do that better. And one was called doing it social media on a shoestring budget, using media, and I don't know, but his version of shoestring budget was definitely different from mine. But a lot of good ideas, a lot of really seeing that, hey, I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right job, a good job in what I'm doing for World Renewal, which is always super encouraging when you find that at a conference. And lastly, after finally getting through all of the booths and all of the information and resources that are available for kids, it's a lot, so much. I found exactly one maybe decent resource for teaching missions to kids. There's like a book with some mission stories in it. And then there's a CD that I'm not sure what's on it. It doesn't explain it super well, that says it's to help with missions. And I'm like, do I buy this just so I can see if it's any good? And that's literally it in this very huge, they say it's like the largest attended kids missions conference, kids ministry conference. That's about all they have on missions. So it makes me sad and glad at the same time. Sad in that I was really hoping to find a lot of things that other people were doing and to compare notes, and glad in the fact of, hey, this is really a needed area. And World Renewal we put together a curriculum for kids and for teaching missions. And I think we can even expand that, working now with Jennifer McQueen. I'm super excited that she's able to join our team, that we're able to go on this conference together. It's been really fantastic just spending all of the breaks picking her brain a little. She loves to share.